Hello there, my name's Stephanie. This is probably, it's not the first, this won't be the first YouTube video I've ever made, but this is the first sort of like vlog, like really intensive actual vlog that I'm making. So hello, welcome to my video. I hope you like it. I decided to start vlogging since I started watching other vloggers. I wasn't much of a vlog person, but I encountered some channels that I really liked so far, who basically, like, they just documented their lifestyle. Mostly, like, these were artists, and they were documenting their day-to-day artistic journey, their lifestyle and all of that. And I found it really inspiring, and I've always wanted to make videos. I could never decide on what kind of videos I wanted to make. And then I started watching these vloggers, these people who would not all just vlog, but primarily like sort of just filmed their artistic journeys. One YouTuber that comes to mind is the Purple Palace. She's an American artist who's living in France, and she was going to art school, and she was just vlogging like her life and her art journeys and her art creation, and I thought it was really inspiring. And she has a lot of really good life advice as well. And yeah, it really got me motivated and inspired for artwork and art creation in a way that I haven't been in a while because of the whole coronavirus and the lockdowns and all that. Normally I don't ever get that sense of intense inspiration and motivation when going to a pop culture convention, but those haven't really been happening. I'm relatively lucky here in WA. If you see any footage of me kind of just walking around, nobody wearing masks, it's because in Western Australia there's no mask mandate because we haven't had any community infections for quite a while now. So we've been doing really well. So yeah, you see any of the footage and no one's wearing masks, and there's people out and about. This, like, it's fine. Like, we've got the virus mostly under control, so it's safe to go out. What prompted me into picking up my phone and starting to film my everyday life and my artistic journey, I handed in my resignation to my part-time job at a supermarket, and I really just wanted to start documenting the true beginning of my full-time freelance lifestyle, and just document my journey. I think it could also help with my art production as well, because in a way I'm journaling my day-to-day life and my creations, and just whatever happens. So in this vlog particularly, it'll be the 2 weeks, my last 2 weeks at my part-time job, and then moving on, doing other art and stuff. It'll just be my first vlog. I'm not too great in front of a camera, so I'm gonna be pausing a lot to think about what I'm gonna say next. I'm gonna be repeating a lot of my words, but I hope you enjoy watching this video. I'll be providing some links for social media and stuff in the comments. Also, since I'll be starting my freelancing work, I'll start setting up a Patreon and a Ko-fi account and all of that soon. So I will link that in the next video that I make, if it's done by then, hopefully. But yeah, do a quick intro of myself. Hello, I'm Stephanie. I'm an artist who lives in Perth, Western Australia, and I'm an aspiring comic book artist. I've actually worked on a few comic book projects for a local publisher, and I'm currently in the works. I've currently got one original comic in the works and a fan comic that is going to be purely just for artistic indulgence for me. Because it's a fan comic, I don't plan on making money from it. The only way I could possibly get any monetary gain from it is if people were trying to just support me as an artist and my lifestyle, so that I'll have more time to dedicate to those projects. But yes, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy it. Great. I just hit film and then that siren goes off, of course. Okay, so anyway, I just got done having a look around at the open data university that I'm interested in. So I got there a bit late because that's so loud. Okay, so yeah, I got there a bit late because I needed to do some work at home. But I got there and the campus is so pretty. I'd love to study there, but I'm still a bit on the fence. I need to get more information and plan a bit more about how I'm going to be spending my time next year, because I've got plans for work that I really want to do, and I really want to make these comics and I don't want to keep putting off my art career, and so I think I'm going to get some more information about the course that I want to study. I was interested in Japanese languages fine arts and astrophysics or physics. Physics might be a bit too full on for what I want to do in the future, but I'm so enamored with the idea of studying Japanese studies. It looks amazing, and the opportunities that it'll present, like, during the course sound like something just fell from the tree. I hope I don't get crapped on. But yes, Japanese studies looks really good, and I really want to study it, so we'll see what happens. Everyone. Okay, so today was my official last day at my part-time job at a supermarket I'm working at. I'm not sure if I'm going to name names. If you're familiar with Australian supermarkets, I'm sure I'll probably include a clip somewhere of me, like, at my break. You'll see my polo and you'll recognize instantly which supermarket it is. But yeah, so I finished today. I originally thought I was going to be finishing Wednesday this week, but my team leader ended up getting somebody else in for the next 2 days. So yeah, I wasn't expecting today to actually be my last day. He called me up the night before, and it was quite bittersweet. You know, like I was looking forward to finally moving on with my life and starting this new chapter and really going 100% with art creation and all of that. But at the same time, like, I'd been at my part-time job for almost 5 years, and it was really sad to have to say goodbye to some of the people. Not permanently, of course. I live within the area that I worked at, so inevitably I'm going to be running errands because it's quite a large supermarket. Like, it is this large supermarket, but it's also in a major shopping centre. So I'm going to bump into them eventually. It wasn't like goodbye forever or whatever. But it was still quite an emotional time when I was giving everybody my goodbyes on the way out of the end of my shift. I actually ended up crying in front of my store manager. So, I don't think it was awkward. I want to be, like, open with my emotions and, like, really in touch with them. But yeah, I got some details from some of the other workers as well, and I'll see them around. Like, I told them I had to run errands this week anyway, because as of currently filming, the weekend coming up is the Easter weekend, so I need to go get some chocolate for that. But yes, it was a good day, even though I cried, and got home and did not a whole bunch when I got home. I did some work, but I was kind of, I guess, like, spending the time semi-leisurely as well. And my dad was also over. But yeah, so I guess this is the real beginning of becoming an art god, essentially. But yeah, I'm excited to see what happens. everyone, it's Tuesday today, and I just finished inking in page 6 for my current comic project that I'm working on. And while I was working on that, I also got something in the mail today that I guess I sort of forgot about. So, this was a comic, like a graphic novel anthology written by several, I believe, Australian artists. Yeah, written and drawn by oh my god, I can't speak. A variation of Australian-based artists, and it's basically just like a coffee shop romance, as you can see. 11 short stories. Morning. It is a rainy Wednesday morning, and today is the final day to get all of the comics done and dusted, I reckon. It shouldn't be too much of a stretch, I don't think. I've only got 2 pages, or technically I guess 1.5 pages to go, and they're fairly simplified, at least in comparison to the other pages. But yeah, I woke up today to the sound of rain, so now I'm gonna go and hop on the exercise bike in the TV room and have my, I guess, morning YouTube binge while I get some exercise in, and then after that it's just gonna be comics all day. And if I manage to get it all done early, I'm just going to do whatever I want. Hello. It is just about 11 p.m. at night, if it isn't already, and I only just completed the second last page of the comics that need inking. I just lined up the borders for the very last page now, and I was hoping to get more done today, but you know, I guess I put too large of an expectation on myself, but I'm fairly confident, not fairly, I am definitely confident that I should be able to get the very last page done. By the afternoon tomorrow. That'll give me enough time to take it to the library, get it scanned, edited, and ready to send off to the editor, and then I can just run errands and stuff and see people tomorrow as well. So, didn't quite make my goal. I'm really tired, but I still got work done, and that's the main thing. So I'm probably just going to have a bit of a goof for an hour before I go to bed. Hey everyone. Today, what happened today? Today I went into Perth and I wanted to try and get some artwork scanned at the TAFE campus and do some other things as well, like just work on campus. Turns out it's Good Friday and nothing was open. So I tried my best, like looking into other options, like if anything else was open at the time that I could use, like anywhere to scan the A3 size documents. Nowhere was open, and I was so mad because the trains weren't going today, and so it took longer to get into the city with the train replacement buses. But it wasn't like a total loss, really. I mean, I got to meet up with my friend, we had Red Rooster, and then we came back to my house and just worked at home. And I managed to find a way to work around the lack of A3 scanner with my A4 scanner, which is pretty old. You know, it's not the best, but it works for what I need. I will have to replace it eventually, though, with an actual proper A3 scanner and printer so that I can make my own prints as well. Hopefully one that prints at A3 as well. So, and I never got, the worst part of it was I was planning to vlog while I was in the city, and I didn't even get like a shot of my full outfit. Like, I could try to show you a bit now. This isn't the full fit. Like, I was wearing more with it, and I had some nice shoes. Like, I want to try and include my, outfits more in my online content. I was actually thinking of starting a fashion Instagram account because I love to wear cute fashion. And I always forget, like, I totally forget to, like, take a photo or film myself or whatever as soon as the fit is done. Like, I'll only remember that I should have, like, took a photo of what I was wearing when I get home after I get changed and take off my makeup and everything. So, me brain no think. Anyway, I'm gonna try and start working on that more too. But despite everything, it was still okay. Like, I got some work done, got to hang out, so not a total loss. hotel room after I've had something to eat. It was really good. I had, what was it? I think it was like truffles and gnocchi or something. Actually, no, it wasn't truffles, but it was definitely gnocchi. I'm not that rich to afford truffles. Oof, that'd be way too expensive. But yeah, like I was thinking of possibly maybe going out and walking along the jetty area. Because it's a really nice waterfront area. There's heaps of like little restaurants and other entertainment venues and boats and all that around. But I am here technically on my own, so there are plenty of places for people to drink, and I grab attention at the best of times, really. And I also got a bit peeled off because I I was laughed out of the elevator on my way to the restaurant. Like, these two boomers get in the elevator, right? Like, listen, I don't have any problem with people who are older. Boomer is a mentality, I feel. Yeah, these two guys get on the elevator and like they don't say a word while I'm on it, and as I step off, like when I'm at my floor, they just start bursting out in laughter like if it was the funniest thing they'd ever seen. And alright, that's a weird sense of humour to have, but you do you, I guess. Doesn't really affect me. All I do is I laugh about you with my friends later on, so nothing really happens, I guess. But, you know, stuff like this is, it's a given when you wear out there fashion, I guess. But, you know, most of the time it's positive. And I like wearing it, and that's the most important thing, really. So, fuck what other people say. If they've got something negative to say or just laugh stupidly, who cares? It makes me happy, so that's what matters. So it's the next morning of my hotel stay. Since I've only booked for one night, I'll be leaving today. Yeah, this is what I'm going to spend the rest of my time doing while I'm still here before I have to go home. I'm just going to take my time and relax and just draw and not really do much else, you know? I'm just going to take this time that I've set aside for myself to really slow down and take as much care as I can for myself. I love to see the clouds outside. It's really nice. I just really needed to take some time out and just not think about anything, really. And it's been good. You know. Try not to get too bogged up in negative emotions, negative thoughts, being overwhelmed with constant negativity from the outside world. So a piece of advice that I really like is you shouldn't worry too much about what you can't control, over what you don't have any influence over. Not to get carried away, not to get scared and anxious and worried over things that you don't have any control over. Just take some time out, maybe like disconnect from everything. Consider the things in your life that you can control, that you do have influence over. I was feeling a bit down earlier. I think like last night before I went to bed, I was just feeling unwell, and it seemed like the beginning of my hotel stay wasn't really going as well as I would have hoped it would have went. But, you know, some aspects of that is just out of your control. It was out of my control, and like all I had to do was just take a step back and think about, well, okay, what can I control? What can I do now? So I took some time out to just clear my mind and take care of myself. enjoy the view that I have available to me. And I think it helped. You know, it really is about the little things. And what's this stream of consciousness that I'm absolutely just babbling all about? Just saying, the point of my weird carrying on is just, it's okay to take time out for yourself to disconnect, and at the end of the day you have to remember that you can't control everything, and it's of no use to endlessly worry about these things that you don't have any control over, whether it be disasters happening on the other side of the world or your holiday not going the way you planned it to go. All you can do is do what you can in that situation personally and ground yourself in the present moment, and you'll be okay. It'll be hard. It's difficult. I'm still struggling to learn how to deal with my own anxieties and be present within the moment, but I'm definitely doing a lot better than I was before. It takes practice. It takes time. It's always good to be kind to yourself. It takes work, but you'll get there. I'll get there.